Is Randy, and I am a pro artist and educator with Makeup Forever in the US. I'm also a part of the Makeup Forever Pro Collective, which is a global group of makeup artists who help design products and services to empower you to unleash your personal edge. Type in the chat and let me know where you're going to be unleashing your personal edge from. And I'm coming to you live from our pro studio in the heart of New York City. Let's see who we have here. Of course, we have our good friend Raptor, who has never missed a live stream. Hi, Raptor. How's it going? We have Mega. Hey, Mega. How are you? Welcome, everybody. We are so excited. Oh, we've got Sherry from Boston. We've got Indiana Mom. Hi, Mom. Wilvina from Brooklyn. So nice to have you all. Thank you all so much for joining. This is a very exciting live stream for us because we are going to be talking about a product that went completely viral. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you all the tips and tricks that will help you use this palette, because this is the perfect palette for anybody, and it is an absolute must-have. I am talking about the none other HD Skin Face Essentials palette with highlighters. We do offer this palette in 2 different shade ranges. We have light to medium, which is a beautiful shade range. You've got 6 complexion shades here. We've got 2 highlight shades and 4 blushes. And then we also have an option for tan to deep. What's great about these palettes is they truly are your face in a case. You can do anything with these palettes. You can highlight, you can contour, foundation, concealer, bronze, blush. The possibilities are endless. And I'm gonna show you the easiest way to use this palette today. I do also want to mention that my skin is already prepped and ready to go. And today I use the Makeup Forever HD Skin Booster. This is going to be a surge of hyaluronic acid, which is basically gonna be the perfect drink of water for your skin. Any skin type can use this, and this baby is free with your purchase of palettes today. All you have to do is you use code PALETTELIVE. So my skin is already prepped and ready to go. You can see that I've got a lot of glow happening on my skin. I am ready to push my hair back and dive deep into these palettes. Now, before I tell you why I love these palettes, I would love to hear why you usually shop for palettes, or how do you use palettes when you're looking for them. When I use a palette, I'm always looking for something that is compact, that's easy to use, that is gonna stay on all day long, and again, is gonna give me the coverage and colors that I need. That's why the HD Skin Essentials palette with highlight is the perfect option for everybody. We see Indiana Mom loves the Skin Booster. We do. Mega is looking for palettes that are easy to travel with. Again, this is super sleek and easy. If it's perfect in any makeup bag, easy to travel with. Okay, so we've prepped the skin. Now I'm gonna show you, there's a lot of different techniques and ways that you can use this product. I'm gonna show you, we're kind of gonna bounce off of the ideas and the trends that we see on social media, how to apply palettes, but also show you the real way to blend them out, because sometimes it could get a little hectic. So Kate is saying she's looking for a palette that is versatile, one that you can carry around and do everything with all day. Andy's looking for a palette that has great shades. I love that. So we actually, as a brand, have worked with our educators and pros to ensure that we selected the best possible shades in the skin tone shades and the blushes and the highlights that anybody can use. And we're gonna dive deep into it right now so I can show you what that looks like. So first, I'm gonna start off by applying my foundation shade. And for that, I'm gonna be using this shade right here. So I'm going to apply all of my products. This is the Makeup Forever 106 brush. I love to use a brush like this with cream products to really kind of saturate and really load up those bristles with a ton of product and apply, so I'm gonna get an even application when I blend it out. So I'm gonna pick a little bit up of my foundation shade, and I'm gonna start applying that where I would normally apply my foundation. So in the cheek area, obviously. And we'll do the same on the other side. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do a little bit of my bronze and my contour shade. So for that, I'm going to mix 2 shades together. I'm gonna mix these 2 shades. Personally, I don't love a contour that is very cool tone on myself. So I like to mix these 2 shades together because we've got a really nice cool tone option and we have a really nice warm option. So I like to mix about equal parts of both of those to create my perfect contour shade. If you're ever unsure, you can always mix even a little bit of your foundation shade into your contour to make it perfect for your skin tone. Now, where do we contour? So on my face shape, there's a ton of options where we can contour. Of course, I really want to sculpt the cheek area. So I'm gonna load up again my 106 brush and lay down my sculpt there. I definitely want to sculpt a bit of that jawline. So we're gonna start kind of really behind the ear and stretch that forward. And then of course, we cannot forget the hairline over here. And we'll do the same on the other side. Now, while I'm applying this, I do want to tell you what are some of the features and benefits of this palette. This is a 12-hour wear palette. So you're gonna get all day wear from this product. It is a beautiful cream texture, so it's going to blend out like a dream, stay on all day, and it's even waterproof. So amazing for those upcoming summer months that I've been desperately waiting for to arrive. But it stays on all day, really nice and creamy. And again, you can build your coverage and customize your coverage as needed, which is absolutely amazing. I also like to really blend it out with a sponge. So you'll see in a minute what that process looks like. And because I'm an oilier skin type, I absolutely love to set my cream products in the T-zone area with a setting powder. I'll show you which powder I personally love to use for my skin type. So we've got our foundation shade, we've got our contour, a little bit of a bronzy shade. Now I'm gonna go in and add just a little bit more foundation right here underneath the contour. And we'll do the same on the other side. Raptor is really loving the technique so far. I'm glad, I hope that's what keeps you coming back to all of our live streams, Raptor. And we're gonna get a little bit more up close and personal because I really do want you to see that I've got a lot of redness in my skin. I do also have some freckles, but I want you to see how you can really customize your coverage and get amazing coverage from a product like this. So we've got our foundation on, we've got our bronze and contour. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm going to actually mix my foundation shade and the one shade next to it that's a little bit lighter and use that as my concealer shade. I do like to call out that I'm not typically that dark under my eye area, but I really like to emphasize the beautiful texture of this product by mentioning that I am way over my 30s. And so for me, my under eye area concern is more texture and lines and settling. So I want you to see how beautiful this concealer glides on. And once it's blended out, it's gonna give me the coverage that I need without enhancing any texture or drawing more attention to that area. All right, so we've got foundation, we've got concealer, we've got contour and bronzer. Now, of course, one of my personal favorite steps is highlight. Who doesn't love a good highlight? And I can never decide which highlight to use. So again, I'm gonna mix these 2 shades together. This is a really nice soft gold shade. And this kind of has a little bit of like a rose gold to it. So I love to mix them together and we'll show you what that looks like. I'm gonna apply it at the highest points of my cheek to really look like I'm lit from within. And we'll bring that highlight right there so it's adding a beautiful amount of additional glow. That step definitely got a lot of hearts. Alexa, I appreciate you. We are trusting the process. If you see me walking around the streets of New York just like this, just assume it's part of the process. Again, we'll add our highlight. And last but not least, we are going to go in with blush. So I'm gonna be using this corally shade here from the palette as my blush because I just cannot wait for corals and for summer to arrive. So we're really gonna, I would say overuse, but to me there's no such thing with blush, but we're gonna really load up the cheek with a ton of blush color. feel free, type in the chat. Let me know what questions you have about this product or any of the techniques. If I miss any of your questions, don't worry. We have our fellow artists standing by to be able to answer any questions that I miss. Don't forget that you do get a free HD skin booster with the purchase of any palette. This is a $41 value, so it's an amazing gift with purchase. All right, now that we've placed our product everywhere, we've got this foundation, we've got concealer, we've got contour, bronzer, highlight, and blush, all the products in one. And now we blend, Alexa. I feel like Alexa's a little bit nervous. Alexa actually had a question about blush placement. That is a great question. Blush placement is always going to depend on your preference and also your face shape if you want to find something that's more flattering for your face shape. So I, of course, like a little bit more of a lifted effect to my cheek. So I'm going to focus a little bit heavier with my sculpt and my contour back here to lift, and then just get a wash of color right here. If you have a little bit more fullness in your cheeks in that area, you don't want to go too close to the nose area because it could draw a little bit more attention to that area. But once we blend this out, it's just going to give a really nice wash of color. So I'm going to blend this out with the Makeup Forever Water Tone Sponge. And we're going to start in the center of the face. And again, because I do want a nice lifted effect, I'm going to just kind of lift and press towards the hairline. So starting in the center of the face, and just stretching this product in an upward motion. Now, this is definitely the part that we usually miss from everybody's videos that we see on social media. We don't really get to see what it looks like as they're blending it out. We kind of get to see maybe some of the placement, a little bit of the application, maybe a little bit of the blending, but we don't get to see the true blend of products because they typically fast forward. So this is a live moment here for all of us to see what the real blending process looks like. Alexa, I hope you're still trusting the process. As you can see how these products blend flawlessly into each other. We're gonna go right in that inner corner and just blend out a little bit more of that concealer. Now, if I need to re-wet my sponge, I do love to add a little bit of the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix to it. This is a really beautiful hydrating spray. It's gonna be a great drink of water for the skin and also lock the makeup in. So you can definitely use this. I had already saturated my sponge, but I also like to refresh it from going from one side to the other. Now again, just so we can see a little before and after, this is the before of laying all the products and shades down. And this is the after it has been all blended out together. So now we'll go and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Again, starting in the center of the face and then stretching towards the hairline to really blend all of my shades together. Let's see, Andy is saying amazing. Indiana Mom is loving it. Kate is saying, wow. Cannot forget about that concealer in the inner corner. And sorry for the face that you make. They're just like impossible to blend out concealer or put on mascara and not make this face. If you know how to do it or if you have any tips, please feel free, let me know. Sherry is saying you really don't see that blend like this on TikTok. It is true. We usually get to see the beginning and just fast forward to the end. So I appreciate you all for being a part of this journey and trusting the process with me. But you can really see that when you're using products like this, professional products that are specifically designed to be used in this way, it's not meant to take a long time to blend out, and you don't always have to overuse product to get the end result that you're looking for. Mega is loving the results. Raptor said, amazing process. And again, here's a little bit of a closer look. I like to do this too, get a little bit up close, because then that allows me to see if I need to add a little bit of additional coverage. Esther is saying, wow, you look so beautiful. Thank you. Sherry, I can hear you putting this product in your basket. You need this immediately, absolutely. So now what I like to do is go and kind of assess where I might need a little bit more coverage. So I'm gonna go back in with my original foundation shade. And I notice I could use a little bit more coverage just right here in the T-zone. And I'll blend that out with my brush. And just right in some of the smaller areas that might be a little bit harder to get to with a sponge. So we've really evened out. Again, we've used this palette in so many different ways at this point. We used it for foundation, concealer, highlight, contour, bronzer, and blush. So 6 different ways we were able to use this one product. It truly is your face in a case. You can mix and match your colors to customize anything. Alexa is wanting to see the free gift. So your free gift with the purchase of palette is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Booster. It's a beautiful hydrating serum. I'll do a little bit on the back of my hand so you can see. This is basically going to be a surge of hyaluronic acid for the skin. Any skin type can use it because it is a serum, even somebody who's super oily. You can see that it just gives a really nice glow to the skin, but also is a perfect drink of water for your skin, so any skin type can use it. So with purchase of palette, don't forget to use code PaletteLive. You will get a free HD skin booster. This is an amazing value and 2 amazing products that partner beautifully together. Now, I did mention that my skin type is a little bit on the oilier side. So when I'm working with cream products, it is really important for me to make sure that I'm setting my T-zone, not because the makeup won't stay on, but just because I like to control some of that shine in certain areas. You can see with using cream products, and because my skin type is oily, I'm naturally gonna have a little bit more glow to my skin. So I like to control it in the T-zone area just a bit. And to do so, I'm gonna use the new HD Skin Setting Powder. This powder has a beautiful kaolin clay in there, which is gonna help control shine, set my makeup for 24 hours, and even waterproof my makeup. The shade that I'm personally gonna be using is the Rose. I don't know if you can see it. It's really nice. It's not like those typical pink powders that are gonna deposit too much pigment on your skin, but I like the tone of the Rose because it is gonna naturally brighten on my skin. And I have a little bit of pink in my skin naturally, so it just blends in perfectly. Something else I love about this product is that it actually does come with the powder puff. It is included in the purchase. It is a beautiful, literally one of the best powder puffs I've ever used. It fits in all the nooks and crannies really nicely. And the packaging is really unique with this powder. It has a slide mechanism that helps you release the perfect amount of product. So if you've ever traveled with your setting powder, sometimes it's a little bit harder, a little bit messier. All you have to do is lock this baby into place and it is mess free. Now to make sure I'm picking up the perfect amount of powder, I'm gonna take my powder puff and just kind of shake upside down my powder right onto my powder puff. That's gonna release product directly on the powder puff. Again, powder is not going everywhere. And now we're gonna go right in that T-zone area here where I have a little bit of excessive shine. And I'm just gonna kind of press into my skin to really lock the formula in. So I'm maintaining the glow over here where I want it and taking away the shine where I don't. And again, you can see a nice little side by side. It's really a blurring, really smoothing, and again, it takes away some of that unwanted shine for me. Now these are all also high definition products, so feel free, take all the selfies. They are made for cameras, so you cannot take a bad picture with this. And when we say something is high definition for us as a brand is we test it and make sure that it is compatible with the highest level of technology out there currently. So if it looks good on camera, we know it's gonna look flawless in person. All right, I think I need some hearts in the chat or tell me what was your favorite step that I did so far. Was it the concealer, the foundation, highlight, contour, bronzer, or blush, or maybe even the setting powder? Of course, I love to use a little bit of setting powder in this area, and we cannot forget the chin. Oh, Sherry is in love, but needs more blush. Let me tell you, Sherry, you and I might be best friends after this because I truly believe that I can never have on enough blush. So we're gonna add a little bit more blush. Now, I know I've already powdered my skin and it probably sounds a little taboo to put a cream product on top of a powder, but we're gonna do it today, and we're gonna do it to show you how versatile this product is and how easy it is to use. So I'm gonna use the same blush color that I used before, which is this beautiful coral here. I'm gonna load up my brush with more blush because Sherry told me so. And I'm gonna place a little bit more blush, and by a little bit, I mean a lot, right here on top of my powdered skin. Now I'm gonna go back in with my water tone sponge, and I'm just gonna blend this again in an upward motion to make it really melt right into the skin, but really builds up that color. Okay, Brenda is loving the setting powder, and Esther's favorite was the blending of products. All right, Sherry, tell me, do we have enough blush? Do we feel good about this level of blush? Christine is saying that my blush placement is looking like hearts. It was. Maybe I did that on purpose because I'm getting so many hearts coming through the chat, so I want to return the hearts back to you all. Okay. All right, we've added some more blush. Do we feel comfortable with it? Yeah, Sherry is saying it's good. We're getting the green light from Sherry. We have on enough blush. That is amazing. Kate is also loving the blush. Now, we can't do a full face without finishing it off with a lip. So, of course, I have to reintroduce to you another viral sensation from Makeup Forever, which is the Artist Color Pencils. I see the hearts are flooding through. You must be super excited about this product. This is one of our best-selling products as a brand. We have a beautiful shade range of these products. If you have not tried them, this is an absolute must-have. It is a traditional wooden pencil, so it allows you to get really sharp, precise, crisp lines with a beautiful creamy texture. We have an amazing shade range so you can find your perfect shades. And these pencils were designed to really be used anywhere on the face. You can use them on eyes, lips, or cheeks. I'm gonna go in with my personal favorite, Anywhere Caffeine. We have that lip pencil on now. I love that. What color do you have on? Anywhere Caffeine is one of my go-tos. I also wear Wherever Walnut all the time, Limitless Brown, Dimensional Dark Brown. These are all bestsellers. Endless Cacao, Total Taupe. These are all amazing shades if you want perfect lip liner pencils. Kate is saying wood pencils are so much better. And Sarah said, oh my God, Anywhere Caffeine. Absolutely. Sherry is loving Wherever Walnut. So what I'm gonna do is, because I obviously like to overdraw my lips, is I'm gonna start at the Cupid's bow and kind of work off the side of the pencil. So I'm gonna help build a little bit of volume, a little bit of structure, and kind of color my lip in a little bit with the pencil. And then I'll go right to the center of my bottom lip. And now I'm gonna work from my outer corners up because I definitely wanna add a little bit of volume to my lips, but I wanna do it in a really subtle way. So we're gonna go from the outer corner and draw up. Same on that side, and then we'll do the same on the bottom. Now what's amazing about these pencils is that you can use them to line. You can also use them to color your lips in a little bit. So sometimes I like to take the side of the pencil and just fill in the outer corners, just to give a little bit more definition. Now to finish off my lip, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever HD Skin Lip Booster. So this is the lip version of what could be your free gift with purchase if you purchase your palette today using the code PaletteLive. This is our lip booster. So what I use to prep the skin, I also love to use on the lips. We make this in 2 different products. We have a 0 Clear and we have a 01, which is our Cinema shade. I like the Cinema shade because it has a little bit of a tint to it, which is kind of like your lip color with a little zhuzh. So I love to wear this one. It goes great alone or with any of your Artist Color lip pencils. And what I like to do is just kind of get in there and really load it onto my lips. It's not a ton of color, but it is a really pretty wash of color. And again, because it is that HD Skin Booster formula, it is going to be a beautiful surge of hyaluronic acid for my lips, which if you're anything like me, coming off of that winter was a little rough, and I need a little bit of extra love and a little bit of extra hyaluronic acid. And I am not shy with this product. I really like to load and overuse this product. It gives beautiful shine without feeling sticky. It feels like a really nice, soft, silky to the touch feel. So my lips feel really nice and hydrated, and I get the perfect amount of color. All right, let's take these clips out, and we're gonna give one final recap of our face in a case. So of course, first we prepped our skin with the HD Skin Booster, which could be your gift with purchase if you purchase your palette today using code PaletteLive, a $41 value. It's an amazing product that preps any skin type, skin tone, skin texture. Next, we moved into our HD Skin Essentials Face Palette with highlighter. We offer it in 2 different shade harmonies. So we have light to medium and tan to deep. And I worked out of the light to medium palette. So first I used this shade here as my foundation. Then I mixed these 2 shades here for contour and bronzer. Mixed these 2 shades here for my concealer. We mixed these 2 shades for my highlight, and we just went in directly with this shade for me and Sherry as my blush. We set it all with the HD Skin Setting Powder. The shade that I like to use, again, is the Rose shade. And I use the powder puff that's included with this product to really kind of tap it into the skin to control some of that unwanted shine. We blended all of our amazing products together today with the HD Skin Water Tone Sponge, one of the real stars of the show here. It's actually hard to pick which the star of the show is. It's the palettes, but also this baby. You saw how this was able to blend this cream product out effortlessly with minimal time. They work together. They are literally the dream team right here. And of course, to finish off my lips, we had to go in with our trusty Artist Color Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine. And to rehydrate, we went in with our HD Skin Lip Booster in Cinema. We do have a question about cleaning your sponge. I definitely would suggest either a makeup remover to remove the product from there, and also an antibacterial soap really works. Keep your sponges clean. That's really important. They're gonna work the best for you if they are clean. So a makeup remover to remove the product and pigment from there, and then just a gentle antibacterial soap will clean out your sponge perfectly. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We are so grateful that you were able to chime in and watch as we blended out our viral sensation, the HD Skin Face Essentials palette with highlighter in light to medium, and don't forget, tan to deep. I cannot wait to see you using your new faces in a case. Don't forget to use the code PaletteLive to cash in on your gift with purchase, which is your HD Skin Booster. We cannot wait to see you on the next live stream. Thank you all so much for joining, and